So guys, Swift here again, chest and back day. Obviously we didn't record the entire thing because it would have taken ages, but we've got every exercise in there, and all you really need to know is 3 sets per exercise, and there's a couple supersets and drop sets in there. So I got Patty here with me. Say hello, Pat.
Hey guys.
There we go, that's Patty for you. Alright, what do we start off with? We started off with some pull-ups, and I believe we supersetted these with, yes, chest dips. As you can see here, obviously we're trying to get as bent over as possible so that we can actually focus on the chest itself, so we aren't really using too much of the tricep. It's an awkward movement, but you get it eventually. You just want to focus, mind-muscle connection. You want to really feel it connecting in your chest. You want to feel that squeeze in your chest. Here we go, Pat.
It's my turn.
Yeah, how'd you, obviously pull-ups, remember you came in, you're going to do like 2, and you're kind of on more now. How many can you do roughly now?
Around about 8 to 10.
That's good, you found your strength kind of going up, obviously. Yeah.
And then on these again, I was just trying to bend over and tug at that chest.
Yeah, this dude's come quite far. He's getting pretty big. He's a big boy now. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Yeah, obviously I try to put 3 sets in each, just so you can see that's how many sets that we did for all of them. Pull-ups, you really got to feel them in your lats. A lot of people use their arms for these. You got to really isolate your lats and make sure that you're pulling yourself up with your lats. Feel it. It's a weird feeling at first trying to figure out how to tense your lats, but once you get it, you really need to focus on using them for the exercise, or otherwise they'll never grow. Yep. Just finish this here.
What do we do next?
I can't even remember. What do we do next? Oh, there we go. Pull downs. Again, as you can see now, the straps have come in. A lot of people question the straps and say, why use straps? You're losing the grip, you're losing your forearm strength. But then I remind them that this isn't a forearm exercise, this is a lat exercise. I want to isolate my lats, and I want my lats to grow. I don't want to be worrying about my grip on the bar. I want to make sure that I'm getting a full squeeze and focusing on the lats, which is exactly why I use straps. Again, I leave my ego at the door. I don't care about holding it and using my forearm strength, because this isn't a forearm exercise. Supersetting them with push-ups. This is just to keep yourself pumped, really. I like to keep myself pumped during my exercises, so I keep the chest working so it doesn't have much of a break. Yeah, about 15 reps here. We're not being silly with the weight either. Remember, it's not about how much weight you're moving, it's about how you're moving it. Make sure you control it and use the muscle you're trying to work out. Paddy coming in. His back's growing quite a bit. As you can see for yourself, he's really pulling it down, but he's also not going too quickly. So he's really making sure that he's hitting his lats. And using the straps as well. Anything you want to throw in there, cuz?
Yeah, and for me it was, at the start we had no straps, so I used to go until I couldn't hold it anymore, but now I can squeeze out those extra 3 reps just because I'm not focusing on holding the bar. I can really get that squeeze in.
Yeah, squeeze. Yeah. So, yep. See, you can force them out, and then he comes down as well. Gets his push-up on. And again, I don't know, my method of training, I've always tried to keep my tempo up and tried to just keep it maximum intensity, especially with cutting. Cutting comes down to burning the calories, and if you want to burn the calories, then you've got to
look at that form.
Push yourself. Oh my god. That's enough from Paddy. This is the 3rd set, and this one's actually the heaviest. We went to 160 pounds here, and it was a drop set, so you'll see that I'm just getting about 6 here, squeezing down, not being silly. As soon as it's not working my lats, I stop. I don't keep trying to force it out, because I'm not really experiencing much growth in doing that. Half the weight, down to 80, back on, and now this is where the growth happens. This is where that final burn comes in, that you really feel your muscles growing. Again, mind-muscle connection. make sure you're hitting your lats. Make sure you're not using your arms to pull that bar down. Use your lats. Alright. Squeeze here. Obviously the pec deck. Emphasizing the squeeze. That's one thing I actually left out, which I should have mentioned at the start of the video, is we have 2 back days. We work every muscle group twice a week. And basically on this chest and back day, we focus on squeeze, like the inner chest and the lats. On the other chest day, we'll focus, chest/back day, we'll focus on the push movements like bench press, incline bench press, and deadlifts, and basically working the middle back. So again, squeeze, lats, the presses, and the pulls. Paddy coming in. How did you find this movement? Because again, it's quite awkward with your shoulders. You know, you really got to get the squeeze in your chest.
Yeah, I had to keep telling myself to try to keep my shoulders against the seat and keeping my back on it, and as well as remembering to squeeze every time.
Remember that too, that it isn't a race. Like, you really need to get that squeeze at the end. Don't ignore that squeeze. A lot of people pull it in, then bring it out. Pull it in, bring it out. You pull it in and pause and hold it there. Feel that squeeze. Feel the muscle working. Yeah, I'm coming down on my last few sets. This is our last set here. I had my arms down on this one. No real excuse. They should have been up a bit higher, but still, keeping the focus on the chest. There's epic facials. Yeah, we done. I'm dead at that point. Now we go on to the cable flies. Again,
Oh shit.
you can see the full squeeze. It's the squeeze. If you can look, see the chest, you're pulling it all in. And again, that's how you're going to build up the middle of that chest, is by pulling it in and squeezing and keeping that form perfect. Keep them shoulders back and keep that squeeze going in.
Demonstrations.
Yes, demonstrations. That time. But yeah, and the weight, we're only doing about 10 kg there or something. Supersetting them with pull-ups. Again, keeping the tempo up, keeping the growth going. Those are just the burn phase. That's killing yourself at that point.
My turn.
You can see that he's really isolating that chest. He's trying not to move all that much. He's trying to keep his shoulders back and keep that squeeze in the chest. Trying to leave the front delts out as much as possible, because as soon as you start using your front delts, it becomes a shoulder exercise as opposed to a chest exercise. Anything you want to throw in there?
Nah, I'm good. Oh, these pull-ups too. Oh. You cut my pull-ups out good.
Well, his pull-ups were there, but yeah, they aren't there. Again, third set here. This one we dropped. This was about... Again, whenever we drop weight, we just half the weight. So I'm going to failure here. Pop it out.
7.5.
Yep, 7.5, 15 down to 7.5. And then straight back into it. And this is just burning that chest out. Just burning it completely. This is where I consider the most amount of growth is going to come, is from these last few reps. Just because this is where you're just exhausting the muscle at that point. And flip around. I left my pull-ups in there. Whoa! Mate! Easy on the language, alright buddy? Alright. So yeah, we've done that. And now close grip pull downs. This helps with building the thickness of the lats. This has always helped with building my thickness in my back. Nice controlled. Going a full range as well. See the shoulders go right up and they come right back. I'm way to the side on the video. I don't know why, but again, you can see that you're just squeezing, tucking the lats and pulling them right in. And that's going to grow. That's going to make them grow. There you go. Your turn. Pat's delts have really come out since he started. That's one of the big things. He's put on a lot of weight. How much did you start at? You started at like 74, didn't you, or something like that?
Yeah.
And now you're up to 80 kg, so he's definitely putting on some muscle. His back's really coming out quite well now. Lats more than anything are growing. Same deal, shoulders right up, squeeze right back.
Squeeze.
Remember, it's better to get the full range of motion as opposed to moving the max amount of weight. It always is, no matter what. This is a drop set. Yeah, I'm starting to lean out slowly. My shoulders are starting to really lean out. I guess you can see that. Took a while to get the straps off using the straps. Again, it's not a forearm exercise, it's a lat exercise. Half the weight, moving it again.
Time to grow.
Yes, time to grow. Okay. That was all we did for that. Now this one we've only just recently started doing it, so we were tucking under. So the flies were coming from the bottom, and we start from the bottom, and now we're here. You know, this has really helped building the inner part of the chest. One of the Golden Bros, if you know their page, if not like their page, they showed me how to do this. Peter took me through this and showed me how to really get the, you know, it's pulled out the bottom part of my chest a lot in terms of filling the inner lower part of it out. I've always kind of struggled with inner chest, so this has definitely helped. Full squeezes, going right down. You've really got to pull inwards and squeeze, or otherwise you're going to start pulling your front delts into it too much. It takes a while to get used to, but yeah, this has helped a lot.
And again, getting that squeeze in every time.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, yeah. Yep, almost finished.
Them facials.
Look at how light the weight is too, see, it's nothing big, no ego here, just going for maximum work. Paddy finishing it off. I think the highest we went up to on these was 10, eh?
Yeah, 10.
I don't even know if it's, I'm pretty sure it's in kg, but yeah, it has to be in kg, can't be pounds, that's just silly. He's Pat's about to start his cut out of interest, if you're interested, next week. So hopefully he'll start looking pretty juicy, pretty shredded.
Whoa.
Don't worry about your facials either, it's going to happen. Now these are one of my favourite exercises. Stiff arm pull downs. This, more than anything, it helps with the thickness in the lats, but it also helps with your serratus, serratus, same. But yeah, for all of you guys that keep asking how I get my serratus to come out, these are one of the best exercises for them. This has always helped me pull them out. You can really feel them when you go for that stretch at the top. You'll feel your serratus holding yourself, and then you just tuck it back in, and that'll pull your serratus out really well. My other favourite exercise for them is coming up, so we'll show you that soon.
We try to go for 15, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, I like to count in fives. It just makes it seem like it's not as much. Yeah.
Yeah, we all have our ways to, you know, get through those last reps, and that's a good way. I count in fives as well, just seems easier. Pat, at the beginning of this one, he wasn't really bent over, but now he is, so he's emphasizing his lats and emphasizing his serratus. And we're coming up. Yeah, I mean, just another thing to point out is, surprisingly, again, I mean, I am cutting, so that's a big point of it, but we never really go all that heavy. Because, you don't necessarily need to go super heavy. You're not a power lifter. Remember, take that out of your head. Unless you are a power lifter, then by all means, go hard. But for us, you know, we're just trying to grow that muscle, so you just want to exhaust it. You don't have to be lifting ridiculous amounts of weight. You just need to be controlling it and really feeling that growth happening. So that's done. And now these ones, pullovers. These are amazing for your for the inner part of your chest and for your serratus. This is like the final burn exercise for us. All you're trying to do here is just exhaust your muscle at this point. This is why we leave these to the end, because these are really taxing. I mean, they're working your lats, your chest, and your serratus. You know, when you stretch over like that, your lats are coming into it. When you're pulling it back, at the top, at the squeeze is your chest. Your serratus is helping to keep you stabilized the entire time. So what you want to do is keep yourself bent down. As if you can see, like I'm keeping my waist really low. You want to keep yourself as low as possible so that you're basically using all of your chest and your lats really. So you keep your body down, keep it right down. Don't keep it up. Like you'll see Pat bend down there. You know, you just stay down. Don't come up. Keep yourself as low as possible.
For me personally, these are one of my weaknesses. This exercise, I really struggle doing these. I had old Swift here keeping on and encouraging me, so it was quite good.
Yeah, it's the bonus of having a workout partner. You can just yell at them and go, come on, let's do it. Yeah, I think I was doing that plenty of times here. But yep, full stretch. You want to go all the way back. Pull yourself all the way back. The further back you can pull that weight and pull it back over, the better. You want to come right back, see? All the way down below your head and come back up. Way down, come back up. It's not easy, but it's not supposed to be easy. Remember that, you know. Again, we did 3 sets of these. We did 3 sets of everything, really. Except for the shrugs, which we do on chest and back as well. Chest and back day, we did shrugs at the end that you'll see. We did about 4 sets of those. But yep, pulling it over. Nice and easy. All in all, this session took about an hour, hour 15, hour 20. Which is alright. Just drop it. I ain't got time to pick it back up. And then we move on to shrugs. Shrugs. These are the kings for building your traps. What you want to do with these, because people always ask me how do you build your traps. Keep your head forward. I told him to put his head forward at that point. And squeeze. Pull it up and squeeze. You'll see on my ones here. You pull it right up and you squeeze. Right down, right up. Right down, right up. Down, up. So yeah, that's pretty much our chest and back there. That's basically one cycle of it. The other one is obviously the push and pull, which I'll do a video of as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Nice and easy. Hope you take something away from it. Cheers, Pat.
See you guys.
Peace.
4